Today, effective immediately, I am declaring a provincial state of emergency.
Throughout this pandemic, Nova Scotians have done what they do best: support and care for one another. We've learned there are many heroes among us. Here is just one.
For the Heroes Unmasked campaign, I nominated Kim Manthorn. So in the early days of the pandemic, I was really happy to see Kim show up at Square Roots, which is a nonprofit that buys local ugly produce, or it's too big, too small, from local farmers, and then sells it for $1 a pound. During the pandemic, it kind of changed its whole thing in that many of the bundles going out were free because people couldn't afford it. And I was really happy to see Kim there, and we would chat. You know, she'd had some health concerns in her life. I guess knowing what she was going through and seeing her still showing up to help other people was just really inspiring for me. I think when you're struggling personally, to be able to reach beyond yourself and help other people is really admirable, and it's something I think a lot of us couldn't pull off. And there she was, still showing up even though she was going through what she was going through, and I just really, really applaud her for that.
Aww, that's so sweet. It felt a little like an imposter syndrome, a little bit, because, I've always done that. I think helping other people or animals or, to me, that's what it's all about, right? Like, it's helping each other, people helping people. So I work with clients who are involved with child protection services, and I help them alleviate the risks associated with being in child protection. The clients that we serve come from homes sometimes that their parenting wasn't the greatest. A typical day would be 3 or 4 clients a day. Part of that sometimes is observing access. So sometimes when people do not have their children in their care, they have access visits. So I would observe those access visits to make sure that everything's going well, and the things that we're teaching are actually being implemented in those access visits. A lot of times clients are very happy to have the support. They know that they need some services to, everybody wants to be a better parent, right? Yeah, so a lot of times they're very happy to see us and are willing to work with us. I think when the first cases came to Nova Scotia, or were known in Nova Scotia, my workplace was caught unawares. We didn't know how to do our work without being in person. Clients were great in terms of, if they were using Zoom, or if they could only use their phones, or we were working with them on however they could have access to us as supports, right? We did go back and forth when things were starting to open up. We did go back into the homes, and when cases started to rise again, we would go again back virtually. The best part of my job is when a client is able to kind of go on with their life, with their children, and they've learned some skills, and they've gone on with their life and are able to leave our services. I like to work myself out of a job. The things that have helped me get through each day is having some things to look forward to. One thing I really enjoy doing is volunteering in the community. I think the biggest lessons I've learned personally has been what's important. So relationships are important. People are important. Priorities shifted a lot.